So it's early in the morning. We are on our way to the site visit for the house. Um, the builders are there. They're going to be waiting for us. We're going to have a few questions. They may ask us a few questions. But yeah, we've woken up at the butt crack of dawn, as my wife says. And we are on our way. We have 2 meetings today. The first is at the site, and then in the afternoon we then go to the Design Site Centre for part 1. So here's the lady of the house. So this is the lot. Big lot.
Very big.
The orange is where the house is. So that orange to that one down there, to that one there, and the red is the yard. So property line. So that yard to that yard, and then that one all the way in the corner in the grass, and then that one to the right of orange. So I'm standing where the driveway is, or she's standing where the driveway starts, the gravel. The garage is going to start here, and that will be the basement, and all the way back there is going to be wooded area.
So we just finished the pre-construction meeting. Probably should have had the camera on when we were talking, but you want to sum up your thoughts on how that went and what you think moving forward?
It went well. I think we have a very big lot, bigger than probably I thought it was, and it was good. It's a good. So we have basically like 3 different backyards, so one on each side, but the one to the left of the house, as you look at the house, it's really massive. You know, it's really good. It's a good size. We got a slope, which could be used for all sorts of fun. Imagine like in winter time when it snows.
You don't get snow in Georgia.
I mean, you've had snow before, right?
Not enough to sled.
Really?
Nah. Unfortunately, it would be great if it were in the Midwest. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. But we won't get enough snow for that.
But yeah, it's good. I think it's a good sized house. And hopefully we can get it done nicely. Today is going to be, that's one part of it, getting a good lot. Now it's about making sure it looks good. Did we get the extra fan for free?
Extra who?
Fan.
No, I think that was a misprint. The one in the sitting room. It was supposed to be just a ceiling light pre-wire, and even on his notes it said that. I don't know why they put a fan.
We signed our name to it now.
But we also signed the structural amendments thing first.
Okay.
So that's gonna take, and that matches what he's got as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was just, I don't know, whoever did it just probably put that in their bags, and it should have just been a light. Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of what OK said. We agree. The lot was, I think, I wasn't surprised actually, because I think originally when we first chose the lot, I thought we were gonna have. I knew the lot was huge, which is why I pushed for it, even though it cost us just a little bit extra. But I think I also originally thought that the yard in the back was gonna be big. But then before this meeting anyway, after seeing kind of going through the process of choosing a lot with Ginika and coming out here and seeing, I think she had me come and look at the lot she was considering once. And once I saw what some of the other houses that are on similar lots, what their backyards look like, I kind of tempered my expectations a little bit as far as our backyard size. And so then I was like, okay, maybe our backyard won't be as big, but I think because our lot was big, I was like, I think somehow probably it'll make up for it. And I feel like they would have told us if our lot was small for the size, because when Ginika was looking at one that was similar to ours, she told her right off the bat, she's like, it looks big, but it's actually not, and you're not going to get much yard. And she didn't tell us that, so I kind of trusted that. I think we'll be okay. And so seeing it today, I'm really pleased. It's not a ginormous backyard, but it's a good size, like for our needs. And again, the side yards are a huge bonus. That was something I wasn't even thinking about. And I'm really, really, really happy about that. That's going to be really nice. I think having all that, this huge side yard, bigger than anything I've seen really, or had not, since I was a kid anyway. I think it'd be really nice. I'm looking forward to when they break ground and we can kind of start visualizing it a bit better. And I'm a little bit nervous about the design center, to be honest. I'm so like on edge about how much these things are going to cost and making sure I don't think we're going to overspend, because it's not like it's an option anyway, but making sure that we make the best use of our budget and spend where it makes the most sense. It was exciting though to get an idea of what it's going to look like. So on to the next in a few hours. We are headed to our first design studio appointment. I feel like this is the appointment everyone kind of looks forward to.
Where you get to pick all the glitzy, glammy stuff.
This is the fun and daunting part.
We think we have a plan.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them the plan?
So, after doing a little bit of research, probably not enough, we found some tips and pointers on how to approach Design Center. And since we're early, actually, I might sit in the car for a few minutes and review my notes, just so I don't go in there and forget.
It's not a university exam.
It's not, but I just feel like there's so much money on the line with the Design Center. It's so easy to blow your budget if you don't go in a bit guarded, and if you're not vigilant. And that's their hope as well. They want you to overspend. So anyway, so some of the tips I can remember off the top of my head, probably the most important one is that when you go in, people have said to ask to see only the standard options first for each room before they show you any of the upgraded options or the upgrade options. Because where are you supposed to go in? I guess in here. Jeez. Is this right?
Hope so.
I hope so.
There you go.
Let's go in and find out.
We have time.
To ask to see the standard options first. That way you protect yourself a bit from falling in love with the upgrades. And then seeing the standard options afterwards and being like, oh, this is ugly, or I don't like this. And then, it's much easier to convince yourself to spend that extra money, which is what we're not trying to do. So, and also they did send us, I don't think this is the right one. Oh, okay, yeah, these look like apartments.
Yeah, no, so we're trying to find 4080, right?
4080, yeah. 300.
It might be the next one's down.
Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. They also sent us a partial, like a package with like some of these standard inclusions, not all of them, I don't think. So that gives us an idea of what to expect as far as standards. We've already gone through that and kind of discussed what things we're okay with and looked good enough to keep, or at least to manage until, or if we decide later to change them out ourselves. And then also the things that we're like, no, we definitely want to see what the upgrade options are. And that might be too much work or more money or the same amount of money to do ourselves later. So if it's not really a savings and it's too much of an inconvenience and we don't like the standard options, then that's kind of the priority, I think. So that's the number one rule. There are a few others that I've seen. That's I think the most important though.
And we have a few standard options that we like.
Yeah, definitely. The standard options aren't horrible.
Yeah.
I was expecting them to be worse than they were, to be honest. Yeah. They weren't horrible.
I mean, we can go with the wood flooring. That's going to save us a ton of money.
Yeah, things like flooring, even though it's not hard necessarily to do yourself, he's done it before. But again, it's very labor intensive. Yeah, it's labor intensive, and we'll see. But I just don't know that it's necessary. I don't know. We'll see. I can say that it may not be more cost effective. I know it probably is, but it's just a question of how significant is the cost difference if they do it versus if we do it ourselves. So we'll gauge that once we're in there. I don't know, but I'm a little nervous because I'm feeling real uptight about this budget. I really want to make sure we stay within it. And not that we have a lot of upgrades to do, but I get the feeling from things I have read and seen and just from our, dealings with the builder already, that things probably add up very quickly. And so that's where my anxiety is coming in, I think. How quickly are these things going to add up? Once we get the essentials taken care of. Anyway, we're going to figure out where exactly we are. These are condos. Yeah. This is residential. We're going to figure out where we are and then we'll check back in. All right. Okay. Is getting us a snack. We had a little time to kill. And now I feel like we're going to be a few minutes late. We've got 5 minutes until we need to be there for our appointment. I hope he's on his way back, but just grabbing a snack because we are going to be in there for 3 hours, and he left the keys in here. I guess that's fine since I'm here. We are going to be there for 3 hours, and I didn't have a proper meal before leaving the house. I'm not really hungry, but he's right. I probably am going to be hungry during or after. And he said you shouldn't do any sort of shopping on an empty stomach, and he's correct. I didn't think about that. That is a good point. I'm not hungry, but my stomach isn't really full, so I guess that's true. So yeah, he's grabbing us a snack. We're only literally like 2 minutes away from the place, so I think I'm gonna text him now just to make sure he's coming back out because we need to head over there. But yeah. Also, I'm trying to figure out what to do with my hair because I haven't finished retightening it yet. And I mean, there's no hiding it. It's going to be visible no matter what, but I'm just trying to make it as unoffensive as possible. I'm nervous, so that's why I'm rambling. I'm going to go back on Pinterest now and continue to reacquaint myself with all of the ideas and inspiration that I have collected, and to go back over our tips and rules for how we're going to do this. So got to strategize. Need to get my head in the game.
Yeah, because this one's just going to have a lot of variation in it. If you want something that's more just like plain white, this is a good one.
I like the variation.
There's one over here.
Well, that's pretty. I like that one.
Yeah, it goes, I have a picture of this one.
The contrast.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually match the brick a bit.
Oh, that's true, because it's going to be against the stone. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, good point. So this is the one that you showed us.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think at the dark one against the door.
Against the door? Against this?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this one.
Yeah. Just giving it a good contrast.
Yeah.
Complement, sorry.
Yeah. That's true. It would kind of tie the counter into the space a bit more. I don't even know what color this is. What is this?
It has it like
it's on the side. It's on the side.
on the side.
Oh.
Dove gray.
This is dove gray. Okay.
I think that's so pretty.
I think so too. It's got just a very slight blue tint, but not like super obvious. I think it's pretty. You like it? Okay. And I'm fine with the going standard because I'd be an easy swap out later if we decided we wanted to.
Yeah. So those are the standard ones, yeah. That's what I was looking at.
Easy standard.
Yeah.
And that would work on the top and bottom, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be like this. These are a little bit longer than those, but it'll look the same.
Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, bathrooms as well?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Walls are standard, so you won't have to pay for that. You'll just be paying for the floor if you stay level 1.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
So our first design studio appointment is complete. We finished in 2.5 hours. We were given 3 hours, so not too shabby for rookies. It really did go by a lot faster than I expected. And it felt a little too easy, but I feel like that was due to a lack of, I wouldn't say lack of preparedness.
I think it was actually because we were prepared.
I think we had an idea of at least what we liked and what we didn't like anyway. We had some indecisive moments, but nothing that we were stuck on for too long. But it really made me realize, anyway, I don't know about you, it made me realize even though I went in with an idea of what things were priorities and weren't, the things that I got stuck on were the things that I wasn't expecting to get stuck on. The things that,
I mean, at the start, we were stuck on the outside for like half an hour.
The exterior I knew was going to be a difficult one for me because I had a very particular idea of what I liked, and it was a lot more difficult than I expected to translate that in real, with real options, and without busting the budget. So, but I like what we ended up with. But we have a week to think over it, and then we have our second appointment next week to finalize our options or our choices and sign on the dotted line again.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I feel alright.
Do you?
Good. Yeah.
Do you like all the selections? I know it was a lot, but
Yeah,
it's probably a lot to remember.
When it all comes together and looking all fresh and clean and new, it's going to be good. I think we picked stuff as well where after it starts to get wear and tear, it will still look good. You know? I think that's the key. Everything looks nice when it's fresh and, installed by the professionals. And I think we did a few. Oh, don't forget, they're going to calculate the shower one as well. As in she didn't give us the price of that.
What shower thing? Oh, the door.
Not the door. She did the door.
Which one?
The floor, making the tiling the inside of the shower.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's going to be additional cost. Hopefully it's not that much.
And honestly,
to be fair, there were some things there that I thought would be more, and there were less than I thought there would be.
Yeah.
The tiling I thought would be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Cannot the tile in London's a lot of money.
I thought the hardwood floors were going to be a lot more than they were.
Yeah.
Even though we still went with the included options, they were cheaper than I thought.
Yeah.
And the countertops were I shouldn't say much cheaper than I thought, but I in my mind I was prepared for it to be 2-3 times what it was.
Yeah. I was getting up for 4 or 5K.
Yeah, and it wasn't. There's some things that I'm still I liked them a lot there, but I think I'm still a little undecided. I'm not sure. Like the exterior, but that one is it's a hard one because they didn't give us many standard options as far as the stone anyway.
Yeah.
The bricks were fine, and bricks you can paint. You can change the color of brick pretty easily. I don't know if it's as easy to change the color of stonework, so it's a little annoying they only gave us 2 options. But yeah, not bad though. I'm proud of us, and we pretty much stayed within budget.
Yeah.
We literally only broke it very, very slightly, and there are things that we've selected that we could part with without tears.
Yeah.
So I think we'll still end up on or just under budget.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that.
So we are on our way to our second and final design appointment. Early in the morning, so it's the 28th. It's 3 days after Christmas.
Good morning. I should probably hold that while you're dressing. So today is just to finalize our selections and well, make any changes that we've slept on and decided we wanted to make, which I think we just have a handful. And then after that, just to sign on the dotted line again, at which point we can't make any further changes. So it's kind of now or never. Yeah, and then after that, we're just waiting for them to break ground and get started.
Okay, so after this, no more real changes from us on the house, apart from anything we do when we move in. So it's going to be all set in paper.
Cool, we just pulled up, so if we don't record inside, we will give our final words and thoughts when we get out.